want and break down Gravity's win.
I feel like we can just let Reddit do that.
More free advice.
Yeah, exactly. I like that. Free
Just
advice.
tilt them.
the free advice strategy. I like it. All right, I do want to talk about both sides here. So first, let's kind of dive into Gravity. We had amazing Rumble ultimates by Hanser multiple times in the jungle, really finding the right placement to entirely zone carries, but also effectively lay down the most damage possible. And then Bunny Fufu. Nailing hooks on priority targets, mid-team fight, great lantern placement. So individually, I have to say that they kind of stepped up some of their play in this game.
Yeah, I did like the play from Gravity this game. You know, St. Vicious also got to farm a lot. He's always happy when he gets to do that.
All right.
But I do kind of feel like they made it easy for him to land these great equalizers, right? They kept on funneling up, clumping up into small patches, and it kind of feels like Winterfox are a bit lost after their roster swap. Yeah. They've lost a lot of power from the bottom lane, it feels like.
There was a big discrepancy in vision control this game, and Altec has looked good in lane both of the games he's played on Leona, and he knows how to command the champion. But one thing you never get from playing a fill role in solo queue is competitive 5v5 vision control. Sweeper accuracy, where you're going to put your wards. He even had a Ruby Sightstone earlier.
Very early.
It made,
very early.
No difference in their ward coverage. It was severely outclassed.
Yeah, I mean, instead of like the first time that he was coming in as a support role, but that's something that really takes a long time to learn, is how to use the sweeper late game and where you're going to actually use it. The accuracy definitely has a big effect on the map, and we saw it multiple times. Yeah. They rushed into these fights or plays without the proper vision, and Pobelter, not on an assassin champion, seemed like it was even trying to use Victor like an assassin, flashing forward and trying to get the kills. But then Gravity doing a great job of turning it around on them.
Let's look at an example of that. We're going to go to the mid lane about 35 minutes into the game. This ends up being a 5-for-0 in favor of Gravity, but off of the Winterfox initiation.
Okay, yeah. So this is one of those situations where they are going into the dark side of the map. They have no, previous wards set up here, but they see an opportunity. So I'll take jumps on it.
Yeah, I think they were super desperate in this one because they'd just been walking around for so long without vision, so they saw someone and they went.
And there's a double flash forward from Altec and Pobelter trying to go in for an assassination, but Bunny Fufu, once again, as you pointed out, great lanterns all came along, saves the assassination target, and then an easy turnaround here for Gravity. They just pile on.
That hook on Paragon right there. Yeah. After a hook onto Altec, so 2 consecutive hooks with the lantern
and
save.
He lives!
Everyone getting out with a sliver of health there. And that's, as you said, that's important to note that was them going into poor vision control and having it turned around on them. I think the next thing you have to look at is
what do you do next?
The decision making following a lost team fight like that. So we're going to get our second replay up. Jat.
Yes.
Please.
This was a very bad decision as a team from Winterfox. It's exactly the same fight. They didn't have time to set up vision control. This one's actually worse because they've already lost the fight and they're down to the inhibitor. We can just roll this right now because this is one of the worst strategic calls you can make as a team without vision control, is just go right back and fight another 5v5 where you just lost it. But this time, you're not even starting with the catch. Winterfox is just saying, all right, we're going to stand by their turret. They're going to come to us. What did they think was going to happen? They're not going to win the fight the second time around. At this point, I feel like they just lost all hope. This was one of the worst calls I've seen Winterfox make all year.
Yeah, it's one of those situations in solo queue or something like that. You don't really know what else to do, right? You just lost. You're like, well, maybe if we do it again this time, something will play out differently and we'll win the fight.
Yeah, we're down to the inhibitor. Push mid. That way our inhibitor's fine. It's just
they even seem like, we saw the activation of the
Righteous Glory.
Righteous Glory, they're trying to run away with it, but it doesn't work that way. You can only get your speed when you're running towards them. So they're like, well, nowhere to go except for back in.
Mm-hmm. And again, back on Gravity's side, it was basically taking advantage of those fights. Mm-hmm. There wasn't, I don't think there's a whole lot else to say. This is not to take away from Gravity's win, but more so that they did what they needed to do to clean up the fights that were given to them by Winterfox.
I really wonder what Winterfox is going to be doing inside their own camp, because when we hear about these role swaps, Altec wanted to play support. We give him time to develop because he's never played the support role. What I didn't expect was Paragon to look so lackluster in AD carry. I really wonder what's happening inside that organization right now to be making these decisions. Obviously, it is 2 games. Don't want to be too harsh too early, but that's now a 5-game losing streak. the changes keep resulting in worse and worse play. I wonder what they're going to do.
Yep, got to be some turmoil, and we're getting into crunch time, so they need to make a final decision on their roster at least soon. Well, we've got one more match coming your way with Counter Logic Gaming versus Team Coast, so don't touch that mouse, because we'll be right back after this.
It's time for our fourth match of the day. That's Gravity versus Winterfox. Oh, right down the channel. That was a beautiful equalizer. Everybody's pretty much forced to disengage from Winterfox on that one. That's going to be the teleport to the tunnel of Rek'Sai. Haunters into the fight now. Watch them funnel in. Here comes the equalizer now. They walked right into it.
Careful coming to this choke. They're going on Rumble. They're going on Rumble. Yeah, Victor.
Rumble, got it. I'm moving around.
I'm out. Victor's dead.
I go Victor. Leona's dead.
Corky.
Yep. I healed.
I'm on the front line.
Maokai. Corky. Come on, Corky. Corky's dead.
Maokai, nice. Good shit. Go make.
There's one hook. Pole Belter gets hit. The flash in from Safe Vicious, and he deletes Pole Belter. The rest of the team's going to fly through on this one. The door open for Gravity in the mid game. They take down Winterfox.